Every now and then we turn on the camera and we gonna record. Turn her on.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That's the one. That's the intro. Cool.
Cool.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
It's good to see you.
Good to see
And I
you.
think that people are excited to see you too.
Good to be seen.
Yes.
Hey,
We
people.
saw your dozens and dozens and dozens of requests.
Yes.
I'm not good enough anymore.
Uh-oh.
It's got to be you.
It had to be you.
It had to be you.
We haven't even opened our water yet.
Listen, okay, you know what? Why don't we start there? So we're going to kick things off by thanking our Cup of Caffeine sponsor.
Yeah.
We are all done with coffee for today. It is late in the day. No more coffee for us. So we are sipping on watermelon sparkling water. Cheers, baby girl.
Keep it cold.
And this Keep a Co is going to go to Nita. And when donating, Nita said, "Hi, Tony. I discovered your videos a little over a year ago when I was diagnosed with COVID and quarantining. Your videos are amazing and so informative. I have learned so much about crochet, yarn, hooks, patterns, and everything in between.
Yay.
Thank you for being a true resource."
Oh.
Nita, it is our absolute pleasure. I feel like to be like a true crocheter, you have to learn some stuff and then share some stuff.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So I'm just trying to be a girl of the people.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Nita, for the donation. Cheers. Delicious.
Okay.
If you like my videos and want to support my channel, buy me a coffee. And who knows, I might shout you out in the next one. Let's jump into our whips. We're going to get right into it.
Yes.
And it's the summer, springtime.
It is that
It's trying
time.
to switch it up.
Yeah.
Time to add a little razzle dazzle to the project bag, you know? So what are you working on? What you got?
Okay. So y'all know Momma Gwen love a good dress. I'm making a dress. So I started with 2 hexes.
Ooh, that is so pretty.
And it has a button band. And
is that what's going to be on the front?
She's a little flouncy.
Ooh, I like that.
Little flounce.
How do you make the flounce?
I added every other row. And you can see it's just see.
Yes. So there's increases every other row to kind of give it a point and give it a little body yaddy yaddy.
Body yaddy. I do need some help, everybody.
Oh boy.
So I have 3 buttons.
Okay.
You can't see these buttons. That is hilarious.
They're pretty. They
That's
kind of look like flowers. Yeah.
This one is like a prism.
Oh, pretty. I like it. So that one's round.
And then this is an oval.
Oh.
And then you could tell me which one you like the best.
Oh, I love it. Oh, they're all so pretty though.
They're in a bag from Joanne.
It's like, it's gonna come to her.
No, that's Revelry. She doesn't know that that's the military go to sleep at night. Good night,
rest in peace, Joanne. You're a real one.
Deuces.
It is a bummer. You know what? I have been spending more time in Michael's.
Have you?
I have. It's been like kind of a hot and cold kind of thing. Like I'll go in very hopeful. What I always loved about Joanne is every time you went in there, there was something new. Yeah. Always. Every single time. Yeah. With Michael's though, and I don't know if it's just mine. No. They do not turn their stuff over enough. They don't turn their stuff over enough. They don't stock the shelves enough. And I'm like, well, y'all want me to shop here instead.
Most of the times you go in there, they only have 2 or 3 people working the whole store.
Right. There's barely anybody in there. Yeah. Nobody's stocking anything. Now, I know they have the bins underneath. But last I checked, I didn't work at Michael's.
Right. And
so why I gotta go into the
I don't go in there to shop the store for myself.
No.
I want to be helped.
Yes. Yes. You know? I want to talk to somebody who knows where the stuff is. Right. Don't just say the yarn's back there. Honey, come on now. I know the yarn's back there.
Girl, bye. Girl. We can read the signs. I saw the signs.
I'm going to keep giving them a chance, though, because the last time I went in there was a really, really nice lady named Maria.
Not going to lie. They have great people that work in there.
It's just not enough.
It's just not enough.
It's not enough of them. Say,
It's not enough.
Speaking of is not enough. I got a little whippity whip. Mom and I and my best friend Crystal are going to be going to the Kendrick Lamar concert in like less than a week.
Less than a week. Ooh, girl, it's not enough.
But I told myself I wanted to make a top for the Kendrick Lamar concert. I did the same thing for the Beyonce concert. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make something meshy. I gave myself 8 days for that one. I think we're like 6 or 7 days out now, but I've started at least. This is what I have so far. Okay.
I got ready to start something. I couldn't get it in my head to see what it was. So I made some earrings.
She's like, I'm done. Well, I am going to finish because I was working on now.
She'll be up all night.
The issue is I was working on a project that had a deadline, but that project is officially done. So like every waking moment, every bit of downtime, I don't care if I'm in a restaurant, I'm in line at the bank, I don't care. I'm going to be working on this top right here. I'm going to get it done. I'm working with We Are Knitters Sparkling Cotton. So it's like a sparkly, mostly cotton. It's got a little bit of Lurex. So that's the sparkles, right? So it's got a little bit of Lurex in there.
And it feels amazing.
It really does.
It's so pretty.
You can't see the glitter in the camera, but it's really, really gorgeous. And obviously you can tell that it's black. I do not work with black yarn very often.
Not very.
So this has been a gorgeous little challenge. Oh my gosh. But it's coming along really fast. This is 2 skeins of yarn. I got this done in one night.
That's awesome.
So I think I can get this done in time.
You're going to be fine. Yeah. I'm making fun. She's going to finish it.
I'm going to finish. And if I'm like dog tired at the concert, you'll know why.
It's not enough.
So the plan is I'm going to make this about like waist length, like hit right where my belt is. I'm going to do just straight sleeves, and I'm gonna put a collar on here, nice tall. Like I closed up the placket, so I made some progress, and I just got to put the collar on, and then I'll be done. No big deal. Easy peasy. We'll finish it. We're going to finish.
She's gonna finish.
I'm gonna finish. It's gonna happen. I know there's some folks out there like me, right? Some folks that wait till the last minute, and you're like, oh, I gotta show up and show out in this outfit, even if I gotta work on it every night for a week. But then when you wear it and you show up, you like,
that's always right. That's always me, but I just couldn't do it this time.
Not this time. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just crazy like that.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so somebody gifted me this really pretty, it's Lanello yarn. And I started, of course, a little top down, little stripe.
Really pretty. Got a little raglan action going on, a little V-neck. I love that. Oh, it does feel really nice. It's gonna feel amazing once it's blocked.
Yeah, I'll give it a nice little sleeve.
I like the stripes it's making.
I like the stripes. And then I started a new color.
So pretty.
So it's gonna be darker, like on the bottom.
Oh yeah, because that teal hasn't come up yet. Not like that.
So I think what's gonna happen is I have solid colors. So I have like solid pink.
Okay.
So I'll probably trim everything out in a pink linen that I have at home, or either cream, because it has
it's got like a sandy cream in there.
In there. So I'll pick the color that's most dominant. But yeah, somebody gave this to me.
I did. After I rated it incredibly low in my cotton video, I think
when she did that, I was like, ooh.
And even when I remember saying when I saw it, I was like, this is a nice yarn. It's not for me, but it is a very nice yarn, especially with all that linen in there. It's going to feel amazing.
It's going to, and that's the one thing about linen. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
It works up like straw. It looks like sandpaper. When you're working with it, put lotion on your hands, all the good things. But like I always say, every yarn has a place.
Yes, it does.
Linen for me, having my personal summers works really well. And then there's something like this, you put a nice, like you said, camisole under it or something like that. Or even you can put it on top of like a jeans dress or something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So
add a little layer to it.
Right.
I like it.
All the fashion, all the styles. So
I'm going to have to get over it. Same way, you know what? I used to be like that with just regular cotton too. I was like, oh, it's so scratchy. It's so dry. It's so
Mom,
stiff.
I'm not working with that. And soon as I put it, Mom, it's gorgeous. Make me one.
I can confess when I have a little bit of maturing to do.
Yeah.
And there are definitely still some fibers that I'm not really well versed in.
To. I think you're just not partial to them.
I stay trying to push myself out of my comfort zone.
You do.
I be trying.
She does. Because even with this yarn, there's no way I would have talked her into that 6 months.
With
even
the sparkles?
A year ago.
With the sparkles too? That had to grow on
that.
Yeah. I thought I had a very specific style. It wasn't necessarily that I had a style. I just hadn't tried enough stuff yet.
Yeah.
So, always more yarn to try.
Always.
Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. I have spent the last 10 years collecting crochet skills like Pokemon cards, but there is one technique that has always eluded me, and that is amigurumi. You know, those 3D plushies and toys that everybody goes crazy about? One day I'm totally crushing it, like when I made this absolutely adorable baby humpback whale. She is a diva and we love her. And then the next day I am all thumbs. Like, this is supposed to be a bee. Yeah, exactly. But listen, I have made up my mind that summer 2025 is the season where I conquer the mountain that is amigurumi, and I've got a little bit of backup thanks to my friends at Skillshare. Now, if you haven't heard of them, Skillshare is a massive online learning hub for creative folks just like you and me. We're talking thousands of classes: crochet, painting, digital illustration, marketing, you name it, they have it. You can learn on the go with their mobile apps for Apple and Android, and you'll never have to sit through an ad, ever. Thank God. While scrolling through their classes, I stumbled upon an absolute gem. This is the Amigurumi's Crochet Masterclass by Emily Balduch of Crochet Millie. It's packed with over 40 bite-sized lessons to walk you through the basics and help you actually finish projects along the way. If you're also ready to have a crafty summer, this is your sign to hop onto Skillshare. And here's a little treat. The first 500 people to join with the link down in my description will get 20% off their first year with Skillshare. And for a little cherry on top, you're also going to get a 7-day free trial and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now that is one heck of a deal. So go ahead and click that link down below or scan this QR code right here to get started. Big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And as always, thank you for being here. I wouldn't be able to do what I love without your support. Now let's get back to the show. I've got one more whip that I did want to share too. I've got it inside my Vivid Rose bag. What's in my Vivid Rose bag? Ta-da! One of the things that I wanted to do this year, and it's actually on my bingo card, my crafty bingo card, is I wanted to make a project for charity.
Awesome.
I contacted a few charities in the area, and you know what's funny? What I found is, like, after COVID, a lot of the charities stopped accepting finished items.
Yeah.
But I did find somebody. I wanted to play around with this new stitch that I found.
I saw this. So cute.
Isn't this fun?
It is. Look at the color.
It's so pretty. So I am working with Karen Jumbo Ombre. So this is what it looks like in the skein. So you can see all the colors. So like similar to that Lanello, it's making its own stripes. And then I'm striping it with just a little Red Heart Super Saver, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a place for every yarn. Okay? That's what you say.
Right. We say it all the time. Well, I say it all the time. I always tell people, don't give up on anything. But there are some things like spun. I can't the texture. I can't get past it.
The rippliness plus the acrylicness, it feels like crocheting with plastic.
Well, what I've also learned is that there are some colors that don't feel
that's true. You know what? I was reading about that on Reddit. People have said the same thing with homespun, that there are certain colors that feel better than other colors.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this project. I am just shy of halfway through. They said they want a twin size bed blanket. Huge. But I mean, that actually works out because I bought a whole bunch of this from Joann right before it closed. The part that I'm most excited for is throwing this thing in the washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
Letting it really soften up.
Yeah, it's going to soften up. It's going to be
so excited
really
for
nice.
that.
And those are the kind of things, you know, people say, well, I don't know what to do with this in my stash.
Yeah.
If you don't gift it, then make something and gift that. I do believe that everything that you purchase is not for you. Sometimes it's for other people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll buy things and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then somebody will say, oh, I need X, Y, and Z or A, B, and C.
Yeah, and you have it. Yes, right. I've definitely done it. Yeah. I've walked in and be like, Mom, do you have this very obscure yarn that I can't find anywhere else that I need right now? She'd be like, yeah, I got a whole bag of that in the basement. Try to infuse some charity making in your practice. Like, there's something really fulfilling about using your talent specifically to benefit somebody else. Yes. And what I found in my research of trying to make this blanket is hospitals and shelters are some of the best places to send things to. So like your baby centers and your hospitals and like your family shelters.
Did you try the fire stations?
The fire station? I'm not. I didn't check the fire station.
Because sometimes your local fire stations, like people will have fires and they're completely displaced.
Yeah.
They don't have it. anything, nothing.
Oh, sure.
So sometimes your local fire station, either they'll take the things or they'll work with some place that'll take the things.
I love it. Yeah, very
so
cool.
definitely.
I'll have more updates on this project, and I'll share the stitch and the yarn and all that good stuff. So make sure you're on my email list, and I'll share my Kendrick Lamar shirt too, because I know I'm gonna finish.
Oh,
I'm absolutely gonna finish.
right. Because it's got to be enough.
It has to be.
We don't want to have to call mother.
Or I'm just gonna have a very cropped shirt with like really nice sleeves.
Well, it's really cropped, but somebody gotta do it. All right. We got all of that out the way. Another sip.
Another sip. Stay hydrated, friends.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Oh, it is.
I have a surprise for you.
I'm ready.
So have you heard of a little company called Expression Fiber Arts?
I love it, huh?
Yeah.
She is so amazing.
We actually had the pleasure of hosting Chandy inside the Yarn Hive community for the month of May as part of our speaker series. So from the industry, we asked them all of our hard-hitting questions. Yes. And it was honestly just a joy to have Chandy there. She is such a walking ray of sunshine. She is just all bubbles and light and joy and positivity.
The interview was amazing.
Oh my gosh, it was just so nice. And I always feel like it's such a blessing to me to be able to pick the brains of some of the most influential and interesting people in this industry. It's just very cool. In addition to being able to host Chandy, she also blessed me with a giant bag of yarn. It's so big and so heavy. I can't.
I don't know if you're using a lot, Nikki. You can do some crazy things.
So she sent us this giant bag of yarn, and I've been holding it until you came over to visit, and I figured we could open it together.
Sure.
You down?
I'm down.
Okay. And maybe
I might have one.
Maybe. We'll see. Ooh. It's a precious little baby. Ooh. You want to go first?
Yes.
She said yes. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at those. Is that silk? Lyocell. Okay. So here we have Happiness Hues Luster Mini Sport. So it's 50% superwash merino wool, 50% lyocell. That is gorgeous. And it is in this bright, beautiful rainbow.
Can I open it?
Yes, open it. Absolutely.
Oh, this.
Oh, it's gorgeous. This feels so nice.
Oh.
Ooh, the squish on that is lovely.
Ooh.
You know what this would be fun for? That Advent wrap that I just put out, the Bahama Advent wrap.
Yes. Or the Adventurous.
Oh, yes, the Adventurous scarf. I've been playing around with like doing a crochet version of that. Maybe just like linen stitch, real simple. Nothing too crazy. That would be pretty in this.
If you have ideas.
Because clearly we're going to come up with some ideas.
We got
some ideas of what we could do with this. Let us know.
Make sure you put them down in the comments.
Okay, we just opened it. We got a big bag. We got a lot to go through. Okay, I'm going to go next.
You next.
We found some purple. So this is Adriatic Hues. This is her Dewy DK, which is a 70% merino wool, 20% nylon, 10% silk.
Oh, luxury.
Oh my gosh. I think that's what I've always appreciated about Chandy. She's made luxury feel very attainable.
Yes.
By having so many bases, so many colors, offering so many kits.
Because everybody needs something.
Yes. Oh my God.
We got to get all
Ooh. Girl. Look at that. I know we got some purple lovers in the chat, so just go ahead and like this video just for this yarn.
Greg, if you get a chance to watch this, purple rain.
So you can definitely feel that 10% silk in here.
Some people don't like sheen in their clothes. So this would be great for evening out. You could make a nice office top.
I think a really beautiful like shrug, like a short shrug, little bolero situation. Or honestly, with 5 skeins, you can make a nice full size cardigan out of this.
Could you imagine granny squares?
Granny squares? Heck yeah, I could imagine granny squares. Whoa, that's huge. She's a wheeze, girl. Oh, there's different stuff in there. Go ahead, get in there. Here, you open one and I'm open one.
Y'all already know.
That's another one.
Oh, blessing. Oh my God.
That's so pretty.
Look at
We got some single ply.
Oh, that's huge. Oh, that looks like this, but single.
This one's pretty. This one is pink pearl. This is the yak silk lace.
Now y'all know I didn't put my glasses on. Yeah, girl, read that.
So this is Look Within Oasis fingering. It's camel and silk, half and half camel and silk. Oh, and it is just as silky, gorgeous as you think.
Go with that?
Let's see. This is Beacon DK. So this is camel, silk, and lyocell.
This is called walrus.
Walrus, that pretty gray.
This is harmony yak fingering. Feel that.
Oh,
it is
wow.
65% merino wool, 20% mulberry silk, 15% yak. And when I tell you, oh my goodness.
That feels amazing.
Oh, feel.
Now, would you crochet it or knit it though?
I'd knit it.
I'd knit it too.
Definitely.
I'd knit it too. I feel like that drape just to maintain the lightness because it's very light.
Okay, so I know we said we weren't.
I know we said we weren't.
All of it. But oh my God.
It's hard not to. They're all so pretty.
Oh my God.
For something a little bit heavier, we have Tulip Path. This is a worsted weight. So this is her enduring worsted. It's at 80% superwash merino wool, 20% nylon. So kind of your more run-of-the-mill worsted, very comfy.
This one is called Blue Hyacinth. It is a luster sport. This is 50% superwash merino wool and 50% lyocell.
Lyocell. And those kinds of colors remind me a lot of Chandy. She does really beautiful, like ocean type colors. Just blues, greens, purples. I
want to say meditative.
Yes. Does that very soothing color palettes. And I love that she's got some of the bases on multiple weights.
Yes.
So then you can kind of try them out.
Yeah, colors and everything.
Let's see what else I got. A little bit more classic feel.
Oh, this one is gorgeous. I'm glad you passed it to me. Thank you. This is Malibu. This is cash silk sock. So, 75%. This is 75% superwash wool, 15% cashmere, and 10% silk. And let me tell you something. I can see this in a cowl.
Yes.
On your neck.
100%.
Just all the luxury.
Chandy, darling, you outdid yourself.
Oh
my gosh.
My goodness.
Wow. So how much of this you taking?
Oh.
Half. I want half. I want half. Well, I will request to keep the rainbow. I have an idea for it. Or, I'll give you a couple out of it.
I'm only kidding. No,
I can give you a couple out of it because I think that would be really nice for the crochet version of the adventure scarf.
And I think you should use all the colors.
Yeah, there's 2,100 yards in here.
That would be glorious.
We'll disperse all the goodies later. But want to give a huge thank you to Chandy and all of the folks at Expression Fiber Arts.
The bases.
This is so kind, so generous, and I'm grateful to be able to try a few of her different yarns. Yes. Now, if you're not familiar already with Chandy and the Expression Fiber Arts team, which I can't imagine that you're not, they're literally everywhere.
Yes.
But if you haven't tried their yarns out yet, go for it because I'm late to the party.
You've seen that glorious smile somewhere.
Oh yes,
I'm 100%.
You want to support her.
Yes, she's amazing.
You really do. She's awesome.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Mama.
Yes.
A whole bunch of people on the internet really like you.
I like them too. I like y'all.
Yeah. And they wanted to know some things about you.
I'm ready.
So we're going to move into a little segment called Ask Momma Gwen. So I asked my friends over on Instagram to drop questions for my mom. She has not seen them.
No.
And guess what? Neither have I. So hopefully we'll find out some really fun stuff.
I hope so too.
Girl, there's a whole bunch of questions too.
Geez. Let me get me a sip while you finding a question.
I think this is a good one. A nice softball question to start with. As a New Yorker, I'm curious. What part of NYC did you grow up in? Did you enjoy it? And would you go back?
Oh my gosh. I grew up in Brownsville.
For those who don't know, where is Brownsville?
I grew up in the Sutter Rockaway area.
She's so specific. It's in Brooklyn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm from Brooklyn.
For the rest of us who are not from New York, see, she go into New York speak so quick. When we were there back in like April, it was like she never left. Night and day, the switch flipped, and she was a New Yorker all over again, like she never left. The accent came back. Yeah, we was back to drinking coffee. Coffee. And I need an egg and cheese on a roll. Yes, on a roll. Bodega. Yeah. I will flip on you in a minute. And it's funny because when I'm in New York, they're like, "Where are you from? What are you trying to say? I don't sound like I'm from Brooklyn." Not when you first get there. No, not when I first My heart is in Brownsville. Never ran, home. Never will. Hey. Y'all already know. And yeah, I grew up in the projects and I love it. And would I go back to live? I like the quietness of here, but it's where my heart is. Next question. I hope I answered your question. So this one comes from LR Woods 09, and they said, "We love you and hope you're doing okay." And the question was, do you have any other hobbies? Watercolor, gardening, anything else? What are you into? I'm going to start off with this. I am a Virgo. Everything I touch, I need to master. What haven't I done? Exactly. Because I was just thinking, I'm like, this is going to be a real long list, y'all. Do you realize what you're asking? I'm going to give you an abridged version of some of my crafts. I was a licensed cosmetologist. I studied interior design and I also worked in that field. I was in the military, I construction, food service, anything that could make money. That's what I did. She did. Mom was a hustler. Yes, I'm a hustler. Is a hustler. Because that never goes away. No, I'm making. I got a project right now, and I'm going home to finish. My favorite things to do right now, and I love making jewelry and gardening. Right now, this time of year, we will have one of the nicest houses on the block because I'm going to be out front, and I will be putting out all of my all my flowers and everything. Like, yeah, it's about that time. Yeah. I am learning to practice the art of relaxation. I don't know how all the things I just said wind into that, but so many things have happened to me in the past couple of months. I've started to learn how to work on myself. That's one of my newfound goals. I love that for you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, nobody asked me, but I have other hobbies too. I love naps. I love petting dogs. Making money. I love making money. I love spending money. I like finding new shows on TV. That is a big hobby of mine. Okay, you know what? I do enjoy that. Next question from Momma Gwen. Okay, fine. We'll get that. Oh. So this one is from Second Stitch to the Right. Cute name. I love that. So they asked, we need the skincare routine. I told y'all before. Need the skincare. Break it down for us. I am so pitiful, but I have a few things that I do. Let me say this. I'm old school with the blue. I still use Noxzema. She said Noxzema, which we all should. Listen, it's a classic for a reason. It's a classic. I use Noxzema. I use Pond's. And I have the Pond's cold cream. Pond's cold Don't sleep on it. I use the cleanser. And I also have the moisturizer. And they have one that's like an advanced age type and a little red top that I travel with. So those are the things I use. I steam. Yes. I steam. Yes. I know it's going to sound funny, but I don't have a facial steamer. I use my clothes steamer and I have a chair that I put at a specific level so that it does not burn or scorch my face. What the steam does is it opens your pores. Hydrate. It hydrates you. And when after I do that, then I go in and I have a scraper that I use and I clean out my pores. Oh, nice. I get all the blackheads and different things out. I'm 59. I will be 60. This is my birthday year. Woo! We celebrate all year,
the
y'all.
whole year, honey. When you about to turn 60, please celebrate the whole year.
Yes,
I'm celebrating the whole year. And I'm gonna have my 40th anniversary. So I know, but you asked me about my skincare routine. That's what I do. And I just try to keep I just try to keep my skin as clean as possible.
Keep it clean. Yeah, everybody with that 15-step skincare routine, you're doing too much. You're doing a little
Every
too
time
much,
I see him, I just be like, "Oh, girl, you look amazing.
You look like you're having fun."
Yep.
I know a lot of it has to do with good genes.
Yeah,
I can't take all the credit for this. But it really took paring down my skincare routine to make my skin happy, because it got to the point where like I was keeping my skin clean and I didn't have blemishes, but it was too sensitive.
Yeah, it was responding to all the things that
all
you
the
were mixing
because
together.
you got to think about it, it's just all chemicals.
Yeah, if it works for you, because I see some of these sisters out here and y'all
They
killing
swear
the
by 'em.
game.
Yeah.
And I want you to do what you do, what works
Do
for
what works
you.
for you. Every
But for
skin's
me,
different.
I make my own moisturizing oil.
Oh, it's so nice, y'all.
For the spring, summertime, cocoa butter base. I use coconut oil, olive oil, rose, tea tree. I blend it until it's nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
And I use that throughout the summer.
If you're not making your own moisturizers,
please,
especially my melanated baby girls,
please get on it.
Yeah, because even your moisturizer can make a huge difference in how your skin stays hydrated. Everybody needs something different. Like I used to swear by Vaseline.
Oh yeah.
Swear by it. We used it every single day growing up. But my adult skin does not like it. It clogs my pores. I can't.
Right, I couldn't put that on my face anymore.
No.
I do use it on my feet though.
Sure, yeah, get them nice and soft.
Yeah, I use it on my feet.
Nothing better. At this point, my skincare is cleanser, toner, like one serum, maybe like a vitamin C or like a retinol.
Yeah.
And then moisturizer.
We already know her skin is like
it's better now because I had like a weird, like I'm approaching 40 and I got to the point where I would have like these dry patches and really bad acne.
Yeah.
Which I never had acne growing up. I was so mad.
And when we get it, it's usually stress.
It's stress.
It's
I'm
100
sure it was stress.
for both of us.
So I switched up the skincare and I started going to sleep on time. Helped a lot.
That's
Drinking more water.
That's the whole
right. That's the skincare routine. Go to bed, drink some water. Cheers. Oh, this will be a fun one. So ARV Crochet asks, how many items do you think you've crocheted and knitted in your lifetime? Exactly.
Honey.
If you had to guess, is it in like how many digits at least?
5 or
5 digits at least. Over 10,000 items.
I don't mean that number. Maybe start with a 5.
So start with a 5. So like 500, 5,000, 50,000.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But depending on what month it is and how my time is going, like in the summertime, I do a little less.
Sure.
But in the wintertime, honey,
cranking them out.
I can do 2, 3 sweaters in a week. Something like crocheting this, I could do this in like 2, 3 days.
Yeah. Give her a good series or a good audio book.
Oh, give me a good audio
book. A little bit of downtime.
Especially one of them 12-hour ones. Like if my husband goes to work and I get up like 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm having a sweater by the time the end of the day.
Yeah. She'll start a sweater with no notes, no measuring tape, no nothing in the car and be ready to put on a sleeve by the time we get where we going. I've seen it happen.
Oh, I like that one.
Which one? Okay. So this one is from our friend Bah Humble. Hey, girl. Hey. And she said, what's Momma Gwen's favorite TL Yarn Crafts pattern? This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Oh man,
and I've been her muse.
Yes, Mom has inspired like well over half of my pattern library, if not like 90% of it. I'll be completely honest, because we'll be hanging out just like this. Just like we'll see a yarn, she'll be like, "Oh, you should do it," and I'm like, I should.
And she will, and I'll be like, write it down. Yeah. Write it down right now.
What's your favorite TL Yarn Crafts pattern?
There's a shawl.
Okay. What did it look like?
It's one of your first ones.
One of the early ones?
I made it out of cotton. I made it big.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Cone of cotton yarn, and I made it, and I used to wear it to like festivals or when we would go and sell things.
I know which one you're talking about.
And people would just be like, "Oh my God, that shawl is amazing. What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's my daughter's pattern."
That's probably the Free Yourself shawl.
Yes.
So the Free Yourself shawl was, if I'm not mistaken, my very first shawl pattern ever. So that was one of my first times working with We Are Knitters, and they had this really gorgeous cotton, and I was like, I need to do something lovely with this cotton. So I made this gigantic, airy, very simple shawl, though, like not complicated,
but elegant.
Yes, it's got an elegance to it, and it really looks great in any yarn.
And I've made it like several times, but I have like 3 that I've kept for myself. Most of the times it's my giftable.
Yeah. Like, it's a great gifting pattern.
I'll gift it. I even gave one to my neighbor. She would sit outside at night, and I was like, and I had some cotton silk yarn.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful red.
That's so sweet.
And it had the little speckles and everything in it. It's my go-to, especially if I'm going to gift.
Yeah.
It is,
Wow. Yeah. I'm really honored by that. Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to say this to you guys. I remember Tony's patterns sometimes a little bit more than she does.
She does.
Because she makes so many. So I'll be like, you need to make so and so and so again, but you need to make it in some new yarn, or you need to make it in a wool now, or you need to make it in this or that. How many patterns do you have?
I think we're closing in on 300.
So closing in on 300. So I want you guys to think about this. And you could always drop in the comments what your favorite TL Yarn Craft pattern is. You probably have only considered a third of her patterns.
Oh, I'm sure. I would definitely challenge everybody watching this to just go over to Ravelry or go over to my website and like scroll through. Ravelry is like the most comprehensive library of my patterns, because there are collaborations that I've done that I don't sell on my website.
She don't sell.
All of my book patterns.
That black and white one that you did.
Which one?
Oh, it was a black and white.
See, I don't even know. I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. You just got to go to Ravelry and look at all of them.
And I'm sure somebody out there is like, oh, that's the show. Because we do have people who remember.
Oh, yes. Who knows all the pattern. They could do the TL Yarn Crafts trivia. Freckle Face Ginger said, what is your favorite food or meal from your childhood? Tell us one that sends you back.
My mother used to make kidney beans with ham hocks, and she would make biscuits from scratch.
Ooh.
With rice. The ham hocks. If you know anything about ham hocks, are like a huge piece of meat, but you gotta line my beans up, and you gotta put the ham over here.
The Virgo.
Juice is in the middle, but the rice could be under there. All the things. Let me tell y'all something. When I would come home and my mother, and I could smell it when I got off the elevator.
Yeah.
And she would be cooking kidney beans and rice and biscuits.
Like, are we eating good tonight?
Ooh. And I know for most people, they're like, okay, so where's the meat? For me, because I didn't like she would always make chicken or pork chops or something. I don't want that.
Give me more beans.
Give me more beans. Yes. I could have been a vegetarian.
I'm sure. I believe that.
Yeah, she could have made it without the meat, and it would have been fine, but I was just so used to it being in there.
Funny that you said like a bean-based dish was your favorite. I'm sure you can guess what my favorite meal was from when we were little.
Pork and bean.
Chuck wagon stew.
Chuck wagon stew, yeah.
So was chuck wagon stew like a thing, or you just called it that?
No, it was in the military. It was like a meal we cooked in the army.
So let me tell y'all what chuck wagon stew was, and then you'll probably be able to guess why I loved it so much as a kid. So it's ground beef, some veggies, usually some green peppers, some onions, baked beans over rice.
And I would put, I had to do
brown sugar.
And then I would put, sometimes we would put sausage in it. And then I had to make cornbread.
Yes, you have to.
You can't have it without cornbread.
And I mean, this is like stick to your ribs food. This is like, I'm about to eat this, take a bath, and I'm going to bed food.
And it would be so funny because they would be like, oh, we want chuck wagon stew. And I'm looking at my husband and he's looking at me and we're like, that's all we got to do.
I say this a lot, like me and my brothers talk about this. We didn't have a ton growing up, but we had enough. We had what we needed.
Yeah.
And chuck wagon stew, some people be like, oh, that was our struggle meal. No. Chuck wagon stew was a gift when we were able to get it, because that was the same kind of thing. Like, you could smell it from a mile away. Me and my brothers, where we lived when we were little, we're outside all day. All day. Like, we had that whole, you're out till the street lights come on, and you better book it home before you get in trouble. Like, that was our life. So when we were heading home, you would smell it as we were coming up the road, like, ooh, mama cooking. Like,
and we cooked a lot. We cooked a lot. We cooked everything.
Yeah.
And even if we cooked food that my husband and I didn't have enough to eat, they didn't know.
No.
It was like, you're going to eat some of this. We're like, we're going to eat after.
Absolutely, yeah.
After, definitely. And sometimes we didn't even eat that meal. That wasn't our meal. But we also always made sure that they never knew if we were struggling that week or not. Chuck wagon stew, first of all, it's not an inexpensive meal.
No, there's a bunch of meat in there. Veggies, rice, you gotta get the beans. Like, there's a lot to
the ratio.
Yes.
To make sure that it
would be like cooked down, so it became thick like a stew.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no idea. And we're gonna finish up with another question, and this is from Marion Crochet, and she asks, what is one mantra you followed to be a good parent?
To realize that all three of my kids were different. All three of my kids were completely different. And I mean, when I say different, I mean not alike at all. Once I figured that out, because I don't have any brothers and sisters, that made it a little easier for me.
What was the indication? Like, oh, these are three completely different human beings.
Any kind of conversation that I would have with Marcus is like noisy crickets.
Marcus is my oldest brother, the oldest of us three.
Marcus could have burnt down the world. But if you ask him, he'd be like this.
That was Marcus's strategy for staying out of trouble, was to just not say anything. Like, he would not incriminate himself. He'll never admit to what happened.
Ever.
Whereas me and my brother, we were the chatty ones. We're like, I can try and talk myself out of this. Marcus is like, I'm just not going to admit to it.
Didn't mean he didn't do it.
Yeah.
It just meant that he wasn't going to tell you he did it. And then this one, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, and my husband, he's still like that.
Yeah.
We got two granddaughters now. Well, he got his daughter. He got two granddaughters. Even Josiah gets away. They don't.
Because they're little.
Yeah.
They'll get away with anything forever.
The youngest one, Eddie was always like, I'm smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
What would you got?
Deny.
You got any pictures? Got receipts?
Who said it was me?
I saw you. Mom.
Nuh-uh.
Mom, you know you need glasses.
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun growing up, because we were very different, but we were always raised to just be like this unit.
Yeah.
So we went everywhere together, and if somebody got in trouble, we gonna get our story straight before we go home. Sometimes Marcus would stick to the script. Sometimes he wouldn't. It was a roll of the dice. You never know. But it was always fun. I'm sure it was never a dull day.
Ever. And when I say ever, I mean, honey, I just never knew. I had a few rules. I was like, don't make me look stupid in public. Don't lie.
Yeah.
If you did it, admit it. Because even if it was bad, that doesn't necessarily mean you was getting in trouble, especially if somebody hit you.
Clock them. Oh, yeah, that was different.
Clock them quick.
Yeah. We were always taught to defend ourselves.
Yeah, I'm like, no, because they were so quiet. So literally, if they wound up fighting, they never told me. Nobody ever said they started the fight.
Oh, no, we never started fights. Oh, gosh, why would we? No, we didn't do that.
Anyway, don't get me in trouble. Don't have me outside looking stupid, because I'm going to defend you to the bitter end. Well, now, when you get home, you better tell me the truth and fess up real quick, and let's figure out what we could do so that we didn't have to be in that situation.
Well, that was Ask Momma Gwen. Very candid, very fun. You definitely got a peek into what it was like growing up in our house when we were younger, because it was the five of us. It was mom, dad, me, and my brothers. That was our family.
Yeah, that was our unit, no matter where we were. I want to say maybe 85% of the time we were away from family.
Yeah, we moved a lot, and we just had to rely on each other. And mom and dad really drilled home, like, when you're out on these streets, like, this is your family, and you always come back to family.
Right.
I want to thank y'all all so much for hanging out. This was an absolute blast. And of course, we're going to be seeing Momma Gwen again, hopefully soon.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Happy stitching, everybody.
Yay.
And we will see y'all next time.
Make it fun.
Bye.
Stay stitchy.
Nice job.
Got the job.
You got the job.
She done fed me, Pep.
Now I'm going to give you some yarn. I'm going to kick you out.
Kick me out.